Hey, what's up friends? This is Juan Pablo. Today's topic, how to build your credit after you fix it. It's important. You might be in that situation in which, hey Juan Pablo, I got involved in your credit repair service. Thanks again for the great job. Got all these negative items removed, but I'm curious, how do I build it? What's next? There's so many credit repair companies out there, guys, in which they will assist you in getting negative items removed. Don't get me wrong, we do the same thing here at 100% Finance. We repair your credit. But do many companies actually advise you, hold your hand, walk you through the process of building your credit? We actually do, because we understand that removing those negative items is just the first part. Here's the two-step process. Negative items remove, positive items improve. Right? You have to prepare your fields, then build your house, build your credit. So we'll be able to prepare your fields, in other words, remove all those blemishes, all those negative items and acronyms off your credit report, but now it's time to build it. So this is how you build it. First thing you need to do is you need to find a trustworthy, reliable person, maybe a family member, friend, colleague, in which they have credit-worthy accounts, so that you can be added to their account as an authorized user. That's called piggybacking, right? So if you happen to have a loved one, let's say it's your mom, for example, and she had a Bank of America card, had it for 20 years, always made the payments, low debt utilization, it reports positively on her FICO score, on her credit report. But if she adds you to it as an authorized user, all thing she has to do is just call Bank of America and just ask them, and don't give you the card. Right? So you can start racking it up, going on a shopping spree. No, we don't want that to happen. She keeps the card in her person, but that account is reported onto your credit report now. Now your score will build up. Now you're only doing that so that you can apply for your own personal cards, and then when you start applying for your own personal credit cards, you don't want to charge them up. That leads me to my second point. You do authorized users to boost your score, and then you start applying for your own personal credit cards, because they're easier, right, than business credit. We offer business credit for business owners out there. But you start with personal credit cards, so that way you can start aging those accounts. The older, the longer your accounts, the better. You follow? Great. So if you do the authorized users, and that's why I say you have to make sure they're responsible, a person of integrity. Because if they add you as an authorized user and they stop making the minimum payment, their negative history will then report on your credit report. And you definitely don't want that to happen, so you have to make sure that person is responsible. Then, since your score will be somewhat inflated, you start applying for personal credit cards to start building your credit as long as they age. And you can apply for other cards. So these personal credit cards, they can be unsecured, meaning they're not tied to any type of collateral, or it can be secured, in which it's tied to some type of collateral. It could be money. You might have to go to one of your credit unions, lending institutions, one of your banks, one of your lenders, and just apply for a secure card. You might have to put some money down, $300, $500 for the short term, right? To the point where you've been persistently, consistently, successfully making those minimum payments, and then they'll make it unsecured. Or you can apply for other accounts, such as jewelry accounts, Fingerhut, and so forth, to start building your credit. But you need to start applying for accounts and letting them age, and just be mindful. Just because you apply for these accounts, new credit cards, Fingerhut, and so forth, that does not give you a pass to charge it up. That's how you got into trouble in the first place, remember? Either you or someone else had access to your credit, they charged it up and didn't make the payment. That's what bad credit is. You charge up debt, you don't pay it, and voila, it shows up on your credit report as something negative. So I don't want you to fall into that same rut again moving forward, because otherwise it's like having a gun, a loaded gun. I don't want you to do that. I only want you to get these new accounts and let them sit. So that way you start building your credit, and if you want to start using your accounts, I say only use debt for business use. That's why I'm a huge proponent and advocate of using business funding. So that way you can start using the business credit cards, but it doesn't show up on your personal credit report. Do not use personal debt if you don't have to. Only for emergency purposes. While this purchase is an emergency, Juan Pablo, this new ride is an emergency. No, it's not. No, it's not. I want you to be focused on earning income, but only use debt for business use, for obtaining an income producing asset. You got it? Now, before you make any moves, I want you to just go ahead and pull the trigger right now. I still would like to take a look at your credit report and advise you. Why not me personally, but my team? Everyone on my team is well capable and trained to evaluate your credit report and give you solid advice for you moving forward on how to A, get those negative items removed, and B, get those positive items improved on your credit report. Because we have a list of vendors such as go to this bank for a secure card, go to this jewelry site that I just mentioned for an account so that way you can start building your credit. We have all those resources for our clients, and we'll love to be able to take a look at your credit report and advise you at that point. Okay, so what I want you to do is just check the link below, apply, and we'll love to call you for your free consultation. As always, guys, it's to your success. Continue to earn passively, live passionately. Peace.